What is the point of Billy Donovan's existence with this Bulls team? Clearly, Patrick Williams is taking Jaylen Brown here. So, Zach LaVine, you need to find somebody else to guard. Maybe Derek White. Maybe Jason Tatum. Now, Patrick Williams should be communicating this, but what is Zach LaVine doing? Why are you going to double Jaylen Brown? You don't go over handoffs, Billy Donovan. You're up, jamming Porzingis, and Kobe White's going under and meeting Drew Holiday on the other side. When you go over, now Drew Holiday's got his man beat back door. So Vucevic has to stick around in the paint, and Porzingis is shoot around. Billy Donovan is the Antichrist. Why is Vucevic getting back to the middle of nowhere? First of all, Porzingis can shoot. So I want to be up the line, ready to guard Porzingis. I also want to be helping on the ball here. Like, the help on the ball should be up here at the three-point line. Why is Vucevic standing in the paint and not helping? Billy Donovan again. Anytime you went into a game, anytime Ayo Dosunmu and Zach LaVine are a part of a screen, anytime, or a handoff, it's a switch. When you're talking and thinking about switches in the middle of the play, LaVine switches, Dosunmu doesn't, nobody takes Drew Holiday. What is the point of Billy Donovan? Your Ayo Dosunmu, your help's in the middle of the floor. Now, is Zach LaVine communicating he's in help? So I don't need to gamble. I just need to show my hands and keep Jaylen Brown to the middle of the floor where there's help. Look at Ayo Dosunmu. Look at him gambling right there. So now you get spin off of away from that help, and now you're torched. Not how you guard away from the ball ever. Talen Horton-Tucker, your back needs to stay to the baseline, so you're in the gaps. Look at Talen Horton-Tucker, back to the sidelines. How in the world is Jaylen Brown getting through that? Billy Donovan is such a disgrace. Talen Horton-Tucker comes to double. Fine. So you're not going to be able to recover out to Peyton Pritchard, obviously. So Matas Buzelis needs to rotate over to Peyton Pritchard, and Talen Horton-Tucker needs to come now to the weak side of the floor. You have Talen Horton-Tucker doubling and no one moving to Pritchard. Bulls are in drop coverage because of course they are, but on any pick and pop, you need backside help. Julian Phillips, what are you staring at? Like, what does Billy Donovan do? Julian Phillips has got to be up the line. You're going to have to rotate to Kristaps Porzingis, like right now. And then Jalen Smith would then rotate over here and move Buzelis to the corner. Nobody, you run drop coverage on a pick and pop, no one moves. Shoot around. This is why you jam the screener when you go under. Jalen Smith, I need to be up here jamming the screener so Kobe White can get underneath cleanly. You're not touching the screener, so Kobe White is going clank into the screen, and Drew Holiday's on the other side 3 hours early. I have no earthly idea why the Bulls want to switch Kobe White onto Kristaps Porzingis, but if that is happening, stop. Kobe White has got to know where his help is. Like Jalen Smith, when they throw the ball to the post, Jalen Smith, Billy Donovan, you got to be screaming that your help's in the middle of the floor. So Kobe White, this is the angling Kristaps Porzingis. You're up. This is the only place he's going. Where there's help. Where there's help. Nope, look at Jalen Smith coming all the way down to help. You look at you open up your hips away from the help. So that's obviously two. Just all Billy Donovan here. Really sad. This ball gets swung to Jason Tatum. Jalen Smith needs to rotate to the ball and get in the gaps. This is not a great matchup with Patrick Williams and Jason Tatum. So Jalen Smith's got to be moving over here now in that gap. Jalen Smith hasn't even moved. Just simply criminal behavior. Jason Tatum is not going to be allowed to just walk into the paint, get up and hedge and move him out. There's no place for Luke Cornett to roll to. Patrick Williams is standing and waiting. Look at Billy Donovan's defense. Let Jason Tatum walk into the paint. Nikola Vucevic has zero idea how to guard away from the ball. I need to have my feet set in a defensive stance so that when this ball gets swung out, I'm able to recover. Look at Vucevic's feet. This is not a defensive stance. You've drifted towards the free throw line, which is way too much. You have no chance of getting out. Pump fake and go. Again, the Bulls are in drop coverage with Jason Tatum. Why am I not pushing him out to half court? There's no place for Porzingis to pop to or to roll to. Patrick Williams is standing and waiting. You're in drop coverage, and then you say, never mind, let's switch. So Vucevic is dropping, then you want to just say, let's switch. Not how that works. Tatum's open for three now. Zach LaVine, if you know you're switching right here, stop. I know I'm switching, so I'm sprinting up to Derek White, so I'm ready to take Tatum. Get up to Derek White so I'm ready to guard. You're 3 steps from Derek White. So now, easily get you to leave your feet and then just beat you backdoor. Levine, again, is out to lunch. Please sprint back in transition. Why is that so hard? You're walking. I need to be sprinting to the 3-point line so I'm in the gaps. You walk and walk. So now you're not in the gaps and in help. It's horrible all the way around. First of all, could Kobe White just slide his feet, please? Now, Lonzo Ball is in help here. Wonderful. First of all, look at Kobe White. Stop. What are you doing with your hands? Just slide your feet. Now, Lonzo Ball's in help here. So we got to stay in help here and in the gaps. Where's Lonzo Ball? No. Stay up the line and in the gaps. Lonzo Ball, this is all coaching. First of all, flip your hips. Your help's in the middle of the floor. Could Billy Donovan say something as opposed to sitting there silently? Tell Lonzo Ball, show your hands, slide your feet, keep them in the middle of the floor, where Vucevic is going to step up and help. Instead, Lonzo Ball has got his hips flipped away from where there's any help. Then he's going to try and come up and gamble as Jason Tatum's going downhill right there. So now you're cooked. That was awful. You are doubling from the high post. Dalen Terry's got to start to creep over here. Vucevic is going to double in the high post right here. So Jalen Smith's rotating up. Dalen Terry's not even seeing the ball. You need to be starting to cheat over here a little bit so that you're ready to rotate over to Al Horford. And then Vucevic would come to the weak side of the floor. Dalen Terry's no chance. Bulls don't even know how to switch screens, especially when you're switching on to Porzingis. Patrick Williams needs to get underneath the screener. You cannot switch over the top because now Porzingis can slip it and head right to the free throw line where you absolutely have no chance to guard. What is Talen Horton-Tucker doing? Could you please just be ready to guard Jaylen Brown? Why are you're switching? So why am I busy shoving Porzingis? So as you're shoving Porzingis, Jaylen Brown just going to turn the corner and blow by you. Draw help at the rim.